man conquers the world by conquering himself. Zeno of Citium. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the journey toward self-mastery and inner tranquility begins with a profound understanding of the actions that lead us astray from virtue and wisdom. Rooted in the wisdom of ancient Greece and Rome, Stoicism offers timeless guidance on how to navigate the complexities of life with resilience, courage, and integrity. In this episode, we embark on a journey through the Stoics' advice against 9 actions that undermine our well-being and hinder our pursuit of eudaimonia, the Greek concept of flourishing and fulfillment. Drawing from the insights of Stoic sages like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, we uncover the profound truths that illuminate the path towards a life of greater virtue and inner peace. Join us as we explore these 9 actions, guided by the wisdom of the Stoics, and discover how we can cultivate greater wisdom, resilience, and serenity in our daily lives. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, let us heed the timeless advice of the Stoics and embark on a journey towards self-mastery and flourishing. Chapter 1. Pursuing external pleasures. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Seneca. In a world consumed by the pursuit of external pleasures and gratifications, the Stoics caution against placing undue importance on fleeting sources of happiness. While external pleasures may provide temporary satisfaction, they often lead to a cycle of dependency and dissatisfaction, ultimately undermining our pursuit of lasting fulfillment. The Stoics advocate for a shift in focus from external sources of pleasure to the cultivation of inner tranquility and contentment. Instead of seeking happiness in material possessions, sensory indulgences, or the approval of others, they encourage us to find joy and fulfillment in the present moment, independent of external circumstances. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, reminds us that true happiness lies in embracing the here and now, free from the anxieties and dependencies that accompany the pursuit of external pleasures. By cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment, we can find fulfillment in the simple joys of life, unencumbered by the constant need for external validation or stimulation. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on pursuing external pleasures, uncovering insights that challenge us to reassess our priorities and cultivate a deeper sense of inner fulfillment. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to find true happiness in the richness of the present moment, liberated from the grip of fleeting external pleasures. Join us as we embark on a journey towards a life of greater contentment, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 2. Seeking approval and validation. The greatest blessing that can come to a man is to know himself. Seneca. In the tumultuous arena of human interaction, the allure of external validation and approval often beckons like a siren's call. From social media likes to professional accolades, the quest for validation seems ingrained in the fabric of modern society. However, Stoic philosophy, with its emphasis on self-awareness and inner virtue, offers a profound counter-narrative to this relentless pursuit. Seneca, the Stoic sage, recognized the futility of seeking validation from external sources. He believed that true fulfillment comes from knowing oneself deeply and living in alignment with one's own values and principles. In his writings, Seneca extolled the virtues of self-awareness and self-acceptance, urging individuals to find their worth within rather than seeking it from others. The Stoics teach us that the opinions of others are transient and often based on superficial judgments. Placing too much emphasis on external validation leads to a fragile sense of self-worth, as it is contingent upon the ever-changing perceptions of others. Instead, the Stoics advocate for cultivating inner virtue and integrity, which serve as steadfast anchors amidst the turbulent seas of external opinions. By prioritizing self-awareness and self-acceptance, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of seeking approval from others. Rather than being swayed by the praise or criticism of the crowd, we remain grounded in our values and principles, unwavering in the pursuit of what truly matters to us. In today's hyper-connected world, the pressure to seek validation from external sources can feel overwhelming. Social media platforms, in particular, can amplify this pressure as individuals curate carefully crafted personas in search of likes and validation. However, the Stoics remind us that true fulfillment comes from living authentically, free from the need for external validation. In essence, seeking approval and validation from others is a fruitless endeavor that only serves to undermine our sense of self-worth and autonomy. Instead, by embracing self-awareness and cultivating inner virtue, we can find true fulfillment and contentment from within. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on seeking approval and validation, uncovering insights that challenge us to re-evaluate our priorities and cultivate a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to derive our sense of worth from within, liberated from the need for external validation. Join us as we journey towards a life of greater self-awareness and authenticity, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 3: Indulging in Anger and Resentment. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Marcus Aurelius. In the heat of the moment, anger can feel like a powerful force, capable of consuming us entirely. Yet, the Stoics caution against the dangers of indulging in anger and resentment, recognizing them as destructive emotions that cloud our judgment and disrupt our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, believed that anger is often rooted in a misunderstanding of our own nature and the nature of others. He taught that by cultivating empathy and understanding, we can transcend the impulse towards anger and respond to challenging situations with patience and compassion. The Stoics viewed anger as a manifestation of our own inner turmoil rather than a justified response to external events. Seneca likened anger to a temporary madness, capable of distorting our perceptions and leading us astray from reason and virtue. Rather than succumbing to the destructive force of anger, the Stoics advocated for cultivating emotional resilience and inner tranquility. They taught that by practicing forgiveness and letting go of resentment, we free ourselves from the burden of negativity and open ourselves up to a life of greater peace and harmony. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on indulging in anger and resentment, uncovering insights that challenge us to cultivate greater emotional resilience and self-mastery. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to transcend the destructive force of anger and embrace a life of patience, compassion, and inner peace. Join us as we journey towards a deeper understanding of our emotions and the transformative power of forgiveness, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 4: Succumbing to Fear and Anxiety. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Winston Churchill. In the face of uncertainty and adversity, fear and anxiety can grip us tightly, paralyzing us and preventing us from living fully. However, the Stoics recognized that succumbing to fear and anxiety only perpetuates our suffering and inhibits our ability to lead a life of courage and resilience. Seneca, in his letters to Lucilius, emphasized the importance of confronting our fears head-on rather than allowing them to dictate our actions. He believed that by embracing our fears and confronting them with courage, we can cultivate inner strength and resilience. The Stoics viewed fear and anxiety as natural human emotions, but they also recognized that allowing these emotions to dominate our lives leads to a life of limitation and stagnation. Instead of succumbing to fear, the Stoics advocated for cultivating courage and equanimity, trusting in our own inner strength to navigate life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, believed that true courage lies in facing our fears with wisdom and resolve, rather than allowing them to control us. He taught that by reframing our perception of fear and anxiety, we can transform them into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on succumbing to fear and anxiety, uncovering insights that challenge us to cultivate greater courage and resilience in the face of adversity. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to confront our fears with courage and equanimity, embracing a life of greater freedom and fulfillment. Join us as we journey towards a deeper understanding of fear and the transformative power of courage, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 5. Dwelling on regrets and past mistakes. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. Unknown. Regrets and past mistakes have a way of haunting us, casting a shadow over our present and robbing us of the joy of living. However, the Stoics teach us that dwelling on the past serves no purpose other than to perpetuate our suffering and hinder our growth. Seneca, in his writings, emphasized the importance of accepting responsibility for our actions and learning from our mistakes, but he also recognized the futility of dwelling on the past. He believed that true wisdom lies in embracing the present moment and focusing on what is within our control. The Stoics viewed regrets and past mistakes as opportunities for growth and self-improvement rather than sources of shame or guilt. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, believed that every experience, even our failures, provides an opportunity for learning and growth. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, the Stoics advocated for cultivating mindfulness and acceptance in the present moment. By letting go of regrets and focusing on the here and now, we free ourselves from the burden of the past and open ourselves up to a future of unlimited potential. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on dwelling on regrets and past mistakes, uncovering insights that challenge us to embrace the present moment and cultivate a mindset of growth and self-compassion. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to release the grip of the past and embrace a future filled with possibility. Join us as we journey towards a deeper understanding of regret and the transformative power of mindfulness, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 6. Worrying about the future. The art of living is the art of bringing dreams and reality together. Seneca. In a world filled with uncertainty and unpredictability, it's natural to feel anxious about the future. However, the Stoics teach us that worrying about the future is a fruitless endeavor that only serves to rob us of the joy and peace of the present moment. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, believed that the future is beyond our control and that worrying about it only leads to needless suffering. He emphasized the importance of focusing on what is within our power, the present moment, and letting go of concerns about the future. The Stoics advocated for cultivating mindfulness and acceptance, even in the face of uncertainty. Rather than allowing worries about the future to consume us, they encouraged us to focus on living virtuously in the here and now, trusting in our ability to handle whatever challenges may arise. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, believed that true peace of mind comes from accepting the present moment as it is, without dwelling on fears or anxieties about the future. He taught that by cultivating a mindset of acceptance and resilience, we can navigate the uncertainties of life with grace and equanimity. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on worrying about the future, uncovering insights that challenge us to embrace the present moment and cultivate a mindset of acceptance and resilience. Through reflection, introspection, and practical application, we can learn to release the grip of worry and anxiety and embrace a future filled with possibility and potential. Join us as we journey towards a deeper understanding of the Stoic approach to uncertainty, guided by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Chapter 7. Comparing ourselves to others. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Unknown. In a world where comparison often reigns supreme, it's easy to lose sight of our own worth and value. The urge to measure ourselves against others can be relentless, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. However, the Stoics offer us a profound reminder: the only comparison worth making is with our own past selves. Seneca, the esteemed Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance. He believed that true fulfillment arises not from surpassing others, but from aligning our actions with our own values and aspirations. By focusing on our personal journey of growth and self-improvement, we can cultivate a sense of contentment that transcends the fleeting judgments of external comparisons. The Stoics recognized the inherent uniqueness of each individual, acknowledging that we all possess different strengths, weaknesses, and life circumstances. Rather than succumbing to the illusion of competition, they advocated for embracing our own path with authenticity and integrity. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, echoed this sentiment, asserting that true greatness lies in embracing our individuality and striving to fulfill our own potential. By refraining from comparing ourselves to others and instead focusing on our own development, we can foster a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that is immune to the fluctuations of external validation. In essence, the Stoics encourage us to shift our perspective from external benchmarks to internal growth. Rather than seeking affirmation from others, we are called to cultivate self-awareness, acceptance, and resilience. By embracing our uniqueness and honoring our personal journey, we can forge a path of fulfillment that is rooted in authenticity and self-mastery. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic wisdom on comparison, recognizing its limitations and embracing the liberating power of self-acceptance. Through reflection, introspection, and intentional practice, we can release the grip of comparison and embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Join us as we delve deeper into the transformative teachings of Stoicism, guided by the timeless wisdom that encourages us to be the best version of ourselves, not in comparison to others, but in pursuit of our own potential. Chapter 8: Succumbing to Envy and Jealousy. Envy is ignorance, imitation is suicide. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Envy and jealousy are insidious emotions that can poison the mind and erode our sense of well-being. The Stoics recognized the destructive nature of these emotions and offered profound insights into overcoming their grip. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, viewed envy as a manifestation of ignorance, a failure to recognize our own inherent worth and uniqueness. He believed that true fulfillment comes from cultivating gratitude for what we have rather than coveting what others possess. By focusing on our own journey and accomplishments, we can transcend the destructive cycle of envy. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, echoed this sentiment, urging us to guard against the corrosive effects of jealousy. He taught that jealousy stems from a lack of self-awareness and a misguided belief in scarcity. By embracing abundance and recognizing the inherent value in ourselves and others, we can free ourselves from the shackles of jealousy. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of focusing on our own actions and virtues rather than comparing ourselves to others. Rather than seeking to imitate or compete with others, they encouraged us to cultivate our own unique strengths and virtues. By living authentically and in accordance with our own values, we can find true fulfillment and contentment. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on envy and jealousy, uncovering insights that challenge us to cultivate gratitude, self-awareness, and authenticity. Through reflection, introspection, and intentional practice, we can learn to release the grip of envy and jealousy and embrace a life of greater peace and fulfillment. Join us as we delve deeper into the transformative teachings of Stoicism, guided by the timeless wisdom that empowers us to overcome the destructive forces of envy and jealousy. Chapter 9: Clinging to Attachments. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. Attachment is a fundamental human experience, but the Stoics caution against becoming enslaved by our attachments to people, possessions, and outcomes. They teach us that true freedom lies in cultivating a mindset of detachment and acceptance, freeing ourselves from the bonds of attachment that bind us. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. He believed that clinging to external possessions or outcomes only leads to suffering, as these things are ultimately beyond our control. By focusing on cultivating inner virtues and living in accordance with our values, we can find true freedom and contentment. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, echoed this sentiment, urging us to release our attachment to external outcomes and instead focus on cultivating inner tranquility and virtue. He taught that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our principles, rather than seeking validation or security from external sources. The Stoics also recognized the impermanence of all things and the inevitability of change. By acknowledging the transient nature of life, we can learn to let go of attachments and embrace the present moment with acceptance and equanimity. In this chapter, we explore the Stoic perspective on clinging to attachments, uncovering insights that challenge us to cultivate a mindset of detachment and acceptance. Through reflection, introspection, and intentional practice, we can learn to release the grip of attachment and embrace a life of greater freedom and contentment. Join us as we delve deeper into the transformative teachings of Stoicism, guided by the timeless wisdom that empowers us to live with greater clarity, resilience, and inner peace. In this episode, we have journeyed through the profound teachings of Stoicism, exploring 9 actions that the Stoics advise against. From pursuing external pleasures to clinging to attachments, the Stoics offer timeless wisdom that challenges us to cultivate greater self-awareness, resilience, and inner peace. We have learned that true fulfillment comes not from external sources, but from cultivating inner virtues and living in accordance with our own values and principles. By embracing the present moment, releasing the grip of comparison and envy, and letting go of attachments, we can find true freedom and contentment. As we conclude this episode, let us carry forward the wisdom of Stoicism into our daily lives. Let us strive to live with greater mindfulness, authenticity, and compassion, embracing each moment with gratitude and acceptance. Through reflection, introspection, and intentional practice, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity, embodying the timeless virtues of Stoic philosophy. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and growth. May the wisdom of Stoicism continue to inspire and guide us as we strive to live with greater wisdom, courage, and virtue. Until next time, may you find peace and fulfillment on your path towards a life of greater meaning and purpose.